Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for June 24th, 2024, from the book of 1 Timothy, The Perils of Desiring Wealth. Previously, we heard Paul emphasize in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 8, that believers should be content with the basic necessities like food and clothing. This fits very well with Martin Luther's explanation of the fourth petition of the Lord's Prayer, "Give us this day our daily bread." As Luther gives us that explanation, he expands daily bread to include all that we need to support this daily life. So both Luther and Paul highlight the importance of recognizing and appreciating God's provision, encouraging a life of simplicity and gratitude. This contentment fosters peace and thankfulness, steering believers away from the constant desire for more material possessions. And that's exactly what Paul had in mind. So, let's continue with the book of 1 Timothy. From 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 9 and 10. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. Now, in these verses, Paul warns about the dangers of desiring wealth and the love of money. So Paul addresses the intention or strong desire to accumulate wealth. This desire is not merely having wealth, but being driven by a longing to be rich. This desire leads individuals into various temptations and traps. These are deceptive and can easily entangle those who pursue wealth. The pursuit of which riches fosters irrational and destructive cravings. These desires are not only foolish, but also harmful to one's spiritual and moral well-being. The ultimate consequence of these desires is catastrophic, because they lead us away from Christ. They lead us from acknowledging our daily bread has come from God and say, I need to have more. So Paul identifies the love of money, not money itself, the love of money as a root cause of various evils. This intense affection, you could say, for wealth can corrupt one's values and actions. The love of money is a foundational cause for numerous types of evil. It can lead to dishonest and unethical behavior and sinful behavior. This unhealthy craving for wealth has led some believers to stray away from their faith, and their departure from the faith underscores the spiritual peril associated with the pursuit of money. Those who chase after wealth often experience deep regret, sorrow, and internal torment. The imagery of being pierced conveys the self-inflicted nature of their suffering and the profound emotional and spiritual pain involved. In essence, these verses serve as a stern warning against desiring wealth and loving money. Paul teaches that such desires can lead to temptation, irrational and harmful cravings, and ultimately pull us away from the love of Christ. Does Christ forgive the love of money? The answer is yes. But the problem comes in, do we want to be forgiven? When we are so consumed with the love of money and wealth, we don't want to be forgiven. We want to just keep on chasing after it. So this passage underscores the importance of maintaining a healthy priority of godliness with contentment over material wealth. Yes, as we heard yesterday with the Lord's Prayer, God knows what he needs, and he's going to give it to you. But we don't have to be obsessed over the things of this world. Instead, we keep our focus and attention and obsession, you could say, on the things of God. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.